Let's have a look at the trailer, the inside, after a long cross-country trip, big loop, 7,600 miles of driving and traveling. Welcome back and thanks for being here. My name is Scott and I'm going to show you what the inside of the trailer looks like after carrying a load, half load out, maybe a quarter of a load out from Virginia to California, and then I stuffed it to the gills for the trip back. Some bouncing, interstate stuff, road construction. I had the trailer packed pretty tight and that helped contain the cargo. The one thing that I was most concerned about moving in this trailer was the spare tire, because it was not placed anywhere level, but I was able to use a cargo ratcheting beam in here to hold it steady. And much to my surprise, it never came loose. So the damage in here is actually pretty minimal. It's perfectly acceptable for a cargo trailer, and just a little bit, tiny bit annoying for knowing that I had just painted all of this to make it pretty for my previous video. I'll try to clean it up a little bit, but I'm not going to paint it again. This is going to happen every time I load cargo in, so this is pretty much the way the trailer is going to look. I will show you what it looks like right now, and then at the end of the video I will flash what it looks like after I have wiped it down and try cleaning off some of this damage. Here is the trailer interior. This all had fresh paint before I left, so you can see a little bit of scuffing and bang up here on the back of the door. This was already present from whenever this chain hangs loose. It swings back and forth and scrapes there. And the extension cord did a little bit, but not a whole lot. This is 100% from the chain, because when the door closes, the chain is down here and then it swings back and forth when the trailer runs down the road. So here is the faux wood floor. I'm surprised at how much dust got in here. That the seal on this door just doesn't seal as well as one would hope. I might be able to fix that by putting a thicker seal on it or a new seal. And then of course you can see all of the heavy scuffing on this. I might be able to clean some of that off with some cleaner. We'll find out. I'll let you know. So this wall had the most loose stuff on it, so more things sliding around. You can see a little bit up on the ceiling there, because I did have this thing packed all the way to the ceiling. You see a little bit of a scuff right there. That might come out, but I don't think so. A little bit down there. Now this side of the trailer is the side that had big boxes, and so they didn't come all the way to the edge. And then in the front, you can see the scuffs all over my cabinet. That's the last thing that I painted, so that was a pretty white. We'll see if that comes clean or not. Another scuff up there in the corner. And the front wall is beat up just a little bit, because obviously whenever I would hit the brakes, things are going to slide forward. But it's not so bad. I had this thing packed pretty tightly, and so not too much vibration rubbing going on in here. And then the floor, it's got indentions in it, and I think after a few days those will pop back out, but if they don't, it's not a big deal. This floor has proven to be a little bit more durable than I initially reported, and so it's doing all right. That there is the worst of it, because it's right on a seam, and I think I had a box sitting right there. Like I said, we'll give it a week or so and see if that perks up and swells back to normal. I think it will. And then this here is the second worst of it. I don't remember what I had sitting right there, but it had legs on it, and so that dug in. And then this here was from that big black tub. It has legs and feet on it too, so we'll see how that perks up. And if it doesn't, it's not a big deal. I can always just rip this out and replace it with black. The wood is kind of cool looking, but it's only cool for what, a 5-minute video, and then after that it's pretty ordinary. It is another day and the paint is still damaged or marred. It is not pierced or anything like that, but none of the rub marks came out. It's just going to be the way it is. It's a cargo trailer first. hard-sided tent second, if maybe even rarely. It's clean, I can at least say that, and so I'm glad to have it clean. And the only thing that really kind of bothers me, it's not really the marring on the walls, it's the pretty cabinet up there in the front. I do need to remove that again for something else, and when I do, I will go ahead and paint that, because I do have some white paint left over, and it's not a big deal to just paint that. But I do not have any intention to paint the walls or the ceiling all over again. That's just going to stay that way. The extra dimples that got pressed into the floor, they have kind of puffed out a little bit. It's better. It's not completely healed, but that's okay. Like I said, this is a cargo trailer. Even if I never sleep in it, the padding will stay in here, because the padding is nice for my knees. When I go crawling around in here, it's so much better to crawl on the pad than it is to have the hardwood floor. You'll see when you get older and your knees start to ache a little bit. The padding is nice. I know this is just a minor update for the trailer. I still have not made the slide out for the back. I do plan to, if for no reason more than to get the teardrop camper door out of my garage. I need that out of my space so that I can work with it. I have to be honest though, I'm having second thoughts about the slide out altogether. I'm not sure. There is just so much camping going on right now. I think you know why. It has just exploded, and a lot of campgrounds are taking sort of a, I don't know, kind of an aggressive approach against small trailers. They don't want people sleeping in them, and I can understand why, but this trailer's been prepped. I'm not going to suffocate in here. But if they say that I can't sleep in it, then what's the point of even having it built out? I guess maybe I'm a little discouraged, but I am going to still put that door in here one way or another. I'm either going to do the slide out as planned, or my original plan with the door was to make a swing up so that it would be here all the time, and I still had full use of this as a cargo trailer, and then I could swing it down. And of course that reduces my my laying space a little bit, but it still makes it functional as a sleeper or a lounger, whichever I think I want to do with it. Anyway, I'm constantly brainstorming stuff like this. What's done is never done. So I don't know, I'll get that video out to you eventually. In the meantime, I appreciate you being here, and I will see you next time. Take care.